welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. The Blue Hens will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Flames offense comes onto the field first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Really good job to pick up a... yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quick strike complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pick up there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quarterback on the keeper. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to a... Football.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Delaware's offense will take the field for the first time. Gets the back moving. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. On the option. Finding an escape route. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Hubbard. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And the Blue Hens will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The Blue Hens back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Here comes the option. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counter punch and attack this defense?
3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The give to the back. Spins away from the defense. Got the 1st down and more. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Baker. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more. Of a weapon on every single team.
Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Just keeps slinging it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just trying to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And the Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option, they've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
on 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's got him. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And how about this young fella? They're slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. Option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Looking left. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Blue Hens line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Flames in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Wide open downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's a nice job. In route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Give to the running back. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. After picking up the first down, they still have to move quickly here. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg.
Just to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
On the option. He'll pitch it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
He'll toss it. Got the first down and more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys. They would love to get the football.
space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man. On the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the...
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
The Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run the option. The pitch. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially... how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's... For the pitch man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like
Touchdown, Delaware! And that one will put them up here in the second half. And long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
they just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants to take the top off. Snatches it on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And the Flames with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabs it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He'll keep it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Flames. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lewis, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is...
There he goes! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll send the back in motion. Now the pitch. Got the first down and more. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Goes to the option. And I think they'll... Two on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning. To take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. The option look. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. All by himself down the middle. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Liberty. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce. And
the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. The The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Now the toss. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They'll run the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. The Blue Hens will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the option. Runs through a tackle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the good news is first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4 yard gains.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Once that ball was loose. Offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll run it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Colorado is taking on the form of its beloved Ralphie. They are running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up by 31 over Oklahoma State.
Here comes the option.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the option. Quick toss. Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Motion from the back. Now on the option. He'll toss it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hubbard. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Flames send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Nestles it in at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking downfield on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Immediately fires to the middle.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Now the pitch. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs, won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And first down for the offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Setting up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Rides the back on the option. The give. Touchdown, Blue Hens! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They'll run it from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Lets it fly. Makes the grab along the lines, and they get enough for the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
He's got it.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't get...
Going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off?
Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.